Hello, Esperys here, and welcome to my rant video on Tom Clancy's The Division Dark Zone beta experience. Today, I'll be explaining what I liked about the Dark Zone and everything I frickin' disliked about it. To start off, the concept is amazing. I love the idea of being stranded alone, or with people you trust, or with people you have to trust. The powerful mobs out there were a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed the PvP combat style of the game, where you have to make every play carefully and think about your moves, as well as the fast-paced combat. The extraction system is fun as well. It puts you on your toes, and when people start circling the extraction zone and not knowing whether or not they're going to try and take your loot at the last second or not, it's pretty fucking intense. And I have to say, my favorite part is a separate leveling system just for the Dark Zone, and currency too. It keeps people from farming outside in a safe PvE environment for good gear, then dominating PvP because they grinded an instance 50 fucking times. And the loss of XP on death shows that high level players truly show their abilities in the Dark Zone. Now, what I absolutely hate in the Dark Zone. First problem I had was when I was extracting, I literally had NPCs spawn all around me after I just finished killing them. I thought I could have a second to change my skills or look at loot, but no, it was so fast by the time I opened my backpack, I got downed. And another thing, a player ran by while I was down and waited till I bled out so he could get my loot. Now I know it's free loot and that's just part of the Dark Zone, but I would rather him just put me down and go rogue and not just cash in on free trash. Next is the rogue system. It's cool, but it definitely needs tweaking. Starting by just running away and being able to heal while running, as well as being a bullet sponge, makes it very difficult to take them down, unless you have a legendary piece of gear, and then everything just dies. But that's not the point. I feel like if they are going to take the risk, they shouldn't just run around. Next is the reward system for the rogue agent. The rogue status is not, under almost any circumstance, worth the reward. Unless you know you're killing someone that got a pretty kick-ass piece of loot for that one kill, otherwise it's not worth it whatsoever. I racked up 5 kills and had to last like 5 minutes and not die while getting gunned down on every street, which took about an extra 4 minutes because being fired at prolongs the time. I only got 300 measly DZ dollars. 10 minutes of running and fighting and reset my timer just to stay alive for 300 credits? What the hell is that? When I got downed, I lost around 480 credits and half of my XP bar at level 9. That happened twice. And you know what? Don't let the other YouTubers lie to you and say going solo is better. What I found out that works the best is when you go with a team and you guys all go rogue together and you split up. That way, some of you take it for the team, because every time I went rogue solo, my Dark Zone was so packed. Every single time I turned the corner to get on another street, I had to sprint past 2 more people. And yes, you can say that's just part of the skill gap, getting away to get those funds. No, those funds aren't worth it. They're not worth that effort. 20 points, I get 50 credits for killing one person, and then when I get down, I lose 400 credits? What the fuck kind of ratio is that? That is so bullshit. That's the way they add more play time to their games, by making it so punishing. And you know what? It's gonna happen to the best of us. I'm nowhere near the best. I'm not gonna say I'm like super good at this game, like right here, boom, like fucking wombo combo, took those people out, right? It doesn't take a genius to do something like that. Now, I've lost gunfights in this game. It's no big deal. I know when I'm beat, but this is just bullshit. The rogue system, not worth it at all. I just can't stress that enough. And now, how I think they can fix the system. I love the rogue system. It works really well with the game. I'm not complaining about that. They need to ramp up the rewards, because the way I look at it is the rewards have to go on par, if not outweigh the risks. If I'm taking a big risk for little reward, that goes against the logic in my brain to never want to go rogue, because it's pointless. If there's a big reward and a big risk I'm willing to take, I will take that risk because I want that big reward. And I just don't think the 300 credits at a time are worth it. Sure, you do that all day long and you keep cashing in if you're lucky or if you're good enough. Yeah, but that's still all day for a piece of gear at the end of the day. But I think the rewards need to be better for rogue agents. And I think the shooting people on accident too many times is all good. That's all fine. They got that right. But yeah, rogue system's awesome. Ramp up the rewards and deramp the deramp the punishment, because the punishment is a percentage base. Now I understand how that's helpful for low level players, but if they're trying to go as hardcore with the Dark Zone as they say it is, oh, rogue agents, ooh, super hardcore badass, you're all alone, no one to help kind of thing. Like, getting that percentage based downgrade, I believe, like, helps the new people out too much. Because when I started, I got dropped by a group of people, and I didn't lose shit compared to what I lost at level 9. I think I should be punished just the same and get that mentality started from the beginning. Low levels and high levels should all suffer the same, I believe. But then again, I come from World of Warcraft PvP, where all I get is a little bit of my gear minced up and waiting 30 seconds to respawn. So I've typically had it pretty easy when it comes to punishments from getting down. So that's just my outlook on how this system works. But thank you so much for watching and sitting through my rant video. I'm actually going to be doing another hypothesis, or not hypothesis, but a speculation video on all the abilities and what they could do, and cool, like, talents or traits that they can have. Like, the shield, like, repairs itself over time when you're not getting fired at, stuff like that. So that's going to be my next video I'm going to go over with you guys. I'm really excited for this game. I'm really hyped about the PvE. The whole story thing is all good. Playing with friends, this game is fantastic. I just think they need to fix these little tweaks for the Dark Zone, because that's where I spend most of my time. I'm not a raider, I'm a PvP player. I want to test my skill against other people, and I know a vast majority of other people do too. And where I come from, in my games, PvE is normally the big thing, but I've always been a PvP player. I've always liked multiplayer interaction kind of thing. Not just friends, I like going head-to-head competition. So thank you so much again for sitting through this. Like, comment, and subscribe if you like the video. If not, you don't have to. No worries about that. And I hope to see you again. Have a good day.